Yep. What is up, guys? Here we're back. Finally, I know I've been slacking for a long time, but we are back with an update on the Cobra. As you guys can see, it looks a little bit different. Since the last time I updated it, we've gone through quite the refresh. I'm probably going to make another video with an update kind of what all I did to the car, but it is now on a drag pack in the rear. Thinking about getting the fronts, but I don't know. These are the 17-inch AFS wheels. Super rare, discontinued, can't get them anymore. I do have the matching rears, but this car was having traction issues, so we changed it up. I went to 15x8, the 275, 60, 15. This thing, damn near dead hook second. I haven't really tried launching the car, even though this one is a solid rear axle, I'm sure it'd be fine, but I don't know, I just take it pretty easy on this car. You guys can see, changed out the tail lights, headlights, exhaust is different. We got, had a PDR guy come out, fix quite a few of the dents. This winter, game plan is to get front bumper repainted, fenders repainted, just try to touch up all the little spots and get this thing back to its original glory. I can't wait to make a video talking about how much I paid for this car because I am fairly confident that this is the cheapest clean title Cobra that's been purchased in the past like 5 years, not including rollers. I got this thing for dirt cheap. Granted, it has its little quirks, but mechanically it's sound, it's perfect. I've driven it a decent amount this year. Yeah, this thing, let's look at that fitment though, ladies. Woo. Oh man, that's kind of hard to tell, but that is like one finger in the rear and the front. I mean, you can't even go like one finger straight in. You get like, we'll say that's like a finger, but that's kind of, it's pushing it. It's probably a little less than that. But yeah, this thing has been an absolute blast. It's obnoxious as hell. I've only put like 300-400 miles on it, but it's just kind of one of those cars where you enjoy it for a weekend car. I don't know if I'd ever want to try and daily drive this thing, especially now with the way gas prices are. But I keep this one at my parents' house. Right now where we stay, we do not have a garage, so I keep the 05 with me outside. And of course, this girl stays inside. Last year, I kept this car outside all winter. It was tarped, but I felt terrible about that. This car is just too special and too rare to be sitting outside. So now it's gonna have its first year inside. You guys might have seen in the background, got quite a bit of stuff going on. So originally I had planned on doing a 4R70 swap. Reason being, I'll touch on it a little bit, I guess, in this video. This car, one of the main reasons I got it for so cheap is that it actually has a built TR3650. So that's a 5-speed. For anyone that knows these cars, these are very famous for coming with the T56, which is an extremely stout transmission. It's a 6-speed. This car did not have it. This car has its SRA. It has a built rear end from a GT as well as a built trans from a GT. So that brought down the price point quite a bit. I didn't mind because eventually the end goal was to do a built auto swap with the 4R70 or TH400, but after pricing things out, it looked like the 4R70 was going to handle the power I was looking for, whereas the TH is definitely more of like a track racing trans. I mean, I know you can daily drive on it, but I've heard that they heat up way too much and whatnot, so the 4R70 seemed like the route to go. So we got the drive shaft there, you have the trans right here. This is a stock one out of, I believe it's a 99 GT, so the plan is to eventually get this built. Rear springs, I think that's from the rear of the car, because now we're on, I don't remember if I put on the HR race springs or if I did the I-box. I don't remember exactly, but it sits nice, as you guys can see. It is a 28-inch tall tire. I think that's what looks best on the Cobras. I have, like I said earlier, the AFS 17 by 10.5 rears. I'm not sure. I kind of miss that look just because of the chrome. These are like polished and I've tried to get them perfect, but no matter what I do, I just can't. You guys are probably wondering why does it not have a center cap? I do have the center caps, but they don't fit. It's like, I think they call them like the acorn style or something, where it comes through the back. comes through and then this pokes out. But with these, they only had these in, I think it was like a Chevy hub. So I had to get the hub adapters, and with the hub adapters, it doesn't work with the center caps. So that's kind of been my little project that I gotta figure out. I'm gonna try to shave it down and make it fit. Otherwise, I'm gonna see if I can find someone that can do a custom center cap. Nobody really knows what these wheels are. I'm the only Cobra I've seen that has them. It's probably because they're really meant for more of a Chevy, but I love them. I think they're nice because they kind of look just like these. And I got these for an absolute steal. If you guys know me, I tend to get a lot of things for ridiculously good deals. This car is a perfect example. This is the daily. For those, if you're just tuning in, this is my daily driver, my 05 Mustang. Yes, it's a V6. Yes, the hood is huge. No, I don't think it's fast, but I think it does look good, and that's really all I care about for a daily driver. These wheels right here are the Ford Star F14s. These retail for a little over, I believe, $2,000 for just the wheels alone. Pardon the car, it's super dirty. Just rained here on the way over. I got these for $550 with new tires. So yeah, talk about a ridiculously good deal. Some things about the car. Cervini's 4-inch cowl hood, GT front bumper with the, I think it's the CDC chin spoiler. It's lowered on SR Performance springs, which they're okay. It was kind of one of those things I got them for $50, and it was a lot better than stock ride height. But in the trunk, I do have the Eibach sport lines. I've just been super lazy and haven't put those on yet. I think the video I filmed in winter, I said I was gonna put those on soon, and yeah, 6 months later, still haven't done that. The Euro style taillights, huge plus. SLP exhaust. I do have a full GT500 takeoff exhaust that I have to put on, but it looks good. It's not too bad. It's an 05. I think it just turned over 52,000 miles. So that's my baby. That was the first car I bought after my 18th birthday. I was working at good old Jewel Osco. For those that don't know, that's like a grocery store for 2 years. To be able to get that thing. So at 18, I was very, very proud. Got a bone stock, and now it looks the way it is. Down the road, I think I even said in another video as well that if we hit like 10,000 subscribers or something, I'll boost that car. And that's true. The story behind this car, which I'll do another video. I'm sorry, I know I'm being super repetitive and said that like 10 times. I have a full list of videos I want to make for you guys. I'm really gonna start trying to crank out at least 1 to 2 a week. It's right now, what is today? I think October 1st or 2nd. So we don't really have too much longer before the snowfall hits. So I don't mind making videos in the garage or whatnot. I want to get a GoPro so I could take you guys driving and get footage. I'm filming this all right now on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. Let me know how the video quality is. This is nice having the wide angle because in this garage, it's not a huge garage. So this allows me to kind of, I hope, get better footage. And sorry if it's a little shaky. I forgot to get my little like tripod thing to hold onto. So I'm just freehanding it. I'm going to get you guys an exhaust startup. It's been like 2 weeks since I've even touched this damn car. So we'll get you guys a clip of that. But yeah, so that's just kind of a little update. 05, 03. Love these cars. I always told myself I'd stop buying a black car after I got the 05. Then me and Ashley, or I should say Ashley, she got 2017 Silverado, black, of course. And then I buy this black. So I'm pretty much a full-time detailer now, just because it's impossible to keep them all clean at the same time. I'm gonna make a video on that because we did a little, we did a leveling kit. We got some 20x12s, hostile wheels, I believe. So yeah, that thing's actually pretty damn mean. So that'll be a cool little video. So I got a little bit of everything. And funny enough, which I thought was kind of crazy, is every video I see of Cobras online, or specifically the 03 and 04s, it's always people with these ridiculously immaculate builds. They got like a stupid amount of money into it. So my whole thing was, I'm working on a budget. I'm not loaded. So this is kind of like anybody can do it if you find the right deal. So I'm going to do my little take on how I feel about these cars, being someone that doesn't have unlimited funds. So I think it'll be an interesting little path. I've spent a decent amount of money already on the car. I'm probably about $4,000 to $5,000 into it. Granted, a lot of that stuff was just trying to upgrade it. I took it over the winter to Mike Post at Dyno Tune MP. I'm sure some of you guys are familiar if you're into the 0304 Cobra community. Does amazing work. Went in for a dyno tune and ended up leaving with injectors, MAF, whole bunch of good stuff. So now the car's ready, the fuel system, everything's set up for about 650, 700 wheel. So all we're missing is a bigger blower. That will happen when, I'm not too sure. Right now the car's super reliable, so I'd like to keep it that way. But eventually this car will get extremely rowdy. Right now it's making 462, 458. That's on really shitty 91 winter blend. So I think, and that was also with a bad fuel rail pressure sensor, another super common issue on these things. So realistically, I think this car is probably in the low 470s if we would have had optimal conditions and good octane. But honestly, for only 11 pounds of boost, this car just has a 4-pound lower intake exhaust. That's pretty damn stout. He said that this is the most power he's seen from a stock or for just a car in 11 pounds. So he said it's probably one of two things. A, where we have a bump up in compression, maybe it's like 9 to 5, or I'm sorry, 9.5 to 1. Or he said I have a ported blower. He's like one of the two. We didn't take it apart to see, but it's hard to tell. So this car is kind of a mystery. I'm going to do, again, I know I'm sorry being super repetitive, but another video kind of touching on all the quirks, because this car has a literally ridiculous past or history. And a lot of it I don't even know about, but I believe the 8th or 9th owner. So this car has been passed around a lot. There's some signs that this thing at one point was a fully built like race car. I'll show you guys on the interior. Let me see if it's unlocked. There we go. Here you guys, I don't know if I ever showed the interior, but I don't know if you guys can see here, but there's tape right there, and there's also tape right there. So those are holes that are cut out, and if I had to guess, I'd imagine one's a trans brake and maybe one's a two-step or a purge if they were running nitrous. The previous owner actually got it on trade. So that's, again, a whole nother story of how I acquired this car. That's probably gonna be one of my next videos. Honestly, I might film that right after this, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, this thing, that, and then there's also these little holes right here. So I don't know if that was where the purge was. If it was a nitrous car, I have no clue. But yeah, 80,000 miles, not bad whatsoever. But I think that's the video I'm going to do next, is kind of how much I got the car for. And I talk a little bit about its history that I know of so far. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to wrap this up here. That's just a little update on the cars. So funny enough, this car, the 05, honestly got the most views on my entire channel when it comes to car content. I was amazed. I thought a lot of people would gravitate more towards the Cobra just because it's not something you see pretty much ever. But no, the 05 video took off. I want to say we're at like 2,500 views, which I know for some people that might not be a lot, but for my small channel, like, that's very stout. So I'm stoked about that. I think the reason it is because that car's a lot more obtainable and the average person can definitely get that. Not saying that you can't get one of these, but it's definitely more of a challenge nowadays with the way the market is right now. I'll put it this way. You guys have to go watch the other video, but I got this car for less than $15,000. I'll leave it at that. So go check out the other video. Actually, there is a guy, Solo Driven. I lied. He got his, I think, for like 9,800 or something like that. I don't remember if his is a clean title though, but nonetheless, still a stupid good deal on this car, even though it has its quirks, main thing being that trans. But it's rated to hold 600, and this car held up to nine passes on the dyno, or whatever you call it. So if the trans was going to go, because the stock TR 3650, typically around like 450 torque, that's when those things start to let go. Typically the input shaft. This one has the 31 spline input shaft. So yeah, guys, thank you for checking out the channel. I promise I'll have more content coming out soon now that I have this phone. Believe it or not, it's a lot easier just to whip out the phone and take videos compared to lugging around that camera. Again, I'm super sorry if it's shaky. I will remember my tripod thing next time, so that way I could carry it a little bit smoother. But until then, guys, I appreciate any likes or subscribes. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. I try to respond all the time. And so thank you guys, and take it easy. Later. don't think the video does any justice on how loud that startup is. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this car at idle literally rattles the doors and windows in the house. Love it. Alright guys, I'm gonna give you a little second gear, 50% throttle, just so you guys can try to hear how fucking ridiculous this car sounds.